They are rage, brutal, without mercy. But you will be worse.
Hello fellow Wars people and welcome to How to 100%, a YouTube show bent on doing every possible thing in every game we're playing. Today we'll be tackling Doom, a semi-sequel, semi-reboot of everyone's favorite video game franchise about slaughtering demons using bioforce guns and other 8,999 weapons the games give us. Let's start with an important philosophical question. What do we need to do to satisfy our inner completionist? Well, the game has a few different types of collectibles we'll need to get. First are the data logs scattered around every stage. Getting all of them gives us the most worthless thing of all: knowledge. Then there are secrets, which are basically areas that the developers considered, well, for lack of a better word, secret. They usually have some ammunition, health, armor, a UAC marine toy, or if you're really lucky, a completely new weapon. Then we have Predator tokens, which allow us to upgrade our Predator suit. Drones that contain new weapon modes, Argent cells which act like an action RPG level up, and finally the runes, which work a bit like MMORPG's builds. Aside from collectibles, there are also weapon points which we can get to upgrade our weapon modes we get from the aforementioned drones. Those points are given for finding secrets, defeating a set number of enemies, and doing level-specific challenges. What is interesting is that we don't need to get every weapon point in the game. In fact, after doing everything in the campaign, I still ended up having 19 weapon points after having all my weapon modes upgraded as much as possible. It's a bit different with our Predator suit, however. To get every suit upgrade in the game, we'll need to find all of the tokens. Speaking of upgrades, we'll also cover how to upgrade the more problematic weapon modes and runes in the game. Of course, all of this comes from my perspective, and let's be honest, I'm pretty bad at video games. So I'll show you possibly the simplest ways to upgrade your arsenal. And we'll save the best for last: Ultra Nightmare. Yup, the hardest thing in the entire game, so hard even the developers weren't able to beat it. But since we have so much to do, I've decided to split this video into two parts. The first one will cover getting every collectible in the game. In this part I'll be playing on the Hurt Me Plenty difficulty, but since I've also beaten the game on Nightmare, sometimes I'll use the footage from that playthrough. The second part will focus on getting through Ultra Nightmare's most difficult parts and what to prioritize when it comes to upgrading your character. Since the collectibles are in the exact same place, no matter the game's difficulty, instead of covering them, I'll just redirect you to part 1 to get more of this sweet YouTube money. Without further ado, let's rip and tear through our first stage, the UAC. After making it to Mars' surface, jump down the first cliff, get up the small ledge, and you'll find our first data log. After dealing with the hardest and first actual fight in the game, get a blue keycard and jump on the box behind the keycard keeper to get our first UAC marine toy. Next, get to this part and search the cave to your right. Here, you'll find the stage's automap and left to it our very first Predator token. Next, get down here to find this mysterious door after a bunch of imps. As you might expect, a door protected by demons probably has something cool inside, but we can't really get inside even after killing the guards. Fortunately, left to it is this extremely easy to miss lever, which just so happens to open the path to... well, it looks to me like a closed beta for Fallout 76. While going along the stage's main path, you should notice our first UAC drone. After getting it, go left to find the second data log. After taking care of more imps, be a cool kid and do an edgy jump for the second UAC toy. Or just go left through this cave if you don't feel like falling to your death. The next stage, Resource Operations, introduces us to challenges. Every stage has 3 of them. Fortunately, most of these are really easy as long as you know what you're doing. In fact, the first two, Too Fair and Variety is a Spice of Death, can be done at the very beginning of the stage. Use your weapon mode on the first 2 possessed that are close enough to each other to make out, and you should easily finish the first challenge. Use your pistol to weaken the rest of the possessed, and start glory killing them. To do different types of glory kills, you'll need to do them from various positions. Also, try targeting different body parts, especially legs. After playing back Olivia's piercing message, turn back and jump from the stairs to reach this ledge. Follow these tight corridors to get to the stage's first secret. Next, get up these platforms to find another lever. The door opened by it is found left right before the door with the game's first possessed engineer. Now before getting the rest of the secret, we'll need to get yellow security card. But just getting it isn't enough. After finding it, we'll need to get back to this location. Make Doomguy mash a bunch of buttons unlocking the doors to those sweet collectibles. First, get down here to find another Predator token. Go up this bloodstained path to find this hidden plasma rifle. Next, go back to where we found the yellow keycard to see that the previously closed door has magically opened. Also, don't forget to get the next UAC drone. We could have took it before, but I thought that you might want to have your plasma rifle for more potential weapon mods. Now, get through the previously locked door and squeeze through this vent to get 2 secrets for the price of 1 and a Predator token for the price of, Dead Marine. Man, that got dark. Anyway, after berserking your way through the next fight, get on the roof of this building to find Doomguy's best and only friend. All that's left is getting the last Predator token protected by a lone imp, picking up this data lock, and finding Doomguy more friends. Yay! Now he has even more excuses to skip on actual socialization. But 100% guy, I hear you crying out, where is the stage's very last collectible, the game's first Argent Cell? Well, you know what? I'm tired of being your slave. It's time for you to learn that the only way to survive in this cold, harsh world is to count only on yourself. It might take years for you to find it, but I've made my mind. It's time for you to feel the hard work that is playing objectively great video games and share my immense pain. Now it's time to tackle the foundry. This stage is pretty open-ended, so you can choose to get the collectibles in a different order than me. The challenges here include getting both marine toys, killing 3 possessed with 1 barrel, and using 3 death from above glory kills. Also, this stage introduces us to another way of obtaining weapon points by killing all of the enemies in the level. One thing to keep in mind when it comes to getting those. First, make sure you do not get the checkpoint before killing all of the enemies that spawn before the checkpoint. If the stage is about to end and you're still missing some enemies, try to fill as many grey areas on your map with the color blue, since demons have a tendency to spawn after you'll get to a specific point on the map. Getting back to the challenges, the barrel one can be easily completed either at this point with the 4 barrels, or by baiting the possessed here after killing the rest of the enemies in this area. The second challenge requires a bit more patience. Keep in mind the stage has a limited number of possessed soldiers, but fortunately the foundry has a bunch of them. In fact, they spawn up to this point, so you'll have a lot of opportunities to get this challenge done. If you have problems with getting the glory kills the game wants you to do, take Obi-Wan's teachings to your heart and use the ultimate Jedi technique, the high ground. Now, let's get back to the secrets. First, go left after jumping over this hole to get the stage's first data lock and drone, though you might want to get it after obtaining the rocket launcher. Next, go down here to find this Predator token hidden in this vent. Climb up the platforms leading to your next objective, but before getting a helping hand, turn right to find another unmarked secret. Next, go to this bridge and jump on this platform to find another lever. The door to this Minecraft world is right here after crossing the bridge. After this short nostalgia trip, get the Argent Cell in the corner of the area leading to the classic map. Next, go get the yellow keycard, but before getting back, stop for a relaxing lava bath to get this UAC figure. Follow the path leading to the blue keycard to find the data lock, UAC marine toy, and the secret dead guy on your way. Also, am I the only one who wonders how did this guy die? I mean, maybe he was hiding for the demons, but this position looks more like he, well, let's just say he doesn't look like a war hero. Also, at about this point I fully upgraded my explosive shot, unlocking our first weapon mastery challenge, the cluster shot. Fortunately, this one is pretty easy to do, so I think you should be able to easily complete it on your own. After destroying the next 2 gore nests, it's time to get the rocket launcher. It's located here in this area right after these stairs. Watch out for the possessed engineers and barrels in these claustrophobic corridors. Also, don't forget the data lock hidden here. The rocket launcher is located here in the secret room in the secret area. I guess we could call it Rocket Secretception. This pretty much covers everything but one more drunken loser to find. He or she is located here. As you might expect, the last collectible on the stage is extremely well hidden and hard to get. Next is Argent Facility. 2 challenges here are pretty much handed to us on a plate. The only hard one is glory killing the 2 Hell Knights. But it's pretty much the same thing as the previous one with the possessed soldiers. Unlike the soldiers, however, there are only few knights in the stage, so take every chance you'll get to do what you're destined to. The last Hell Knights I found were here, summoned by destroying the Gore Nest next to this Berserk power-up. Our first collectible is also our first runestone, found on the main path. The challenge here is so easy, you'll probably finish it faster than I'll finish this sentence. I mean, I'm pretty sure... Okay, we got it. I won't cover upgrading every rune, since most of them pretty much upgrade on their own. For example, this one will upgrade when we'll get enough pickups, so we just need to play the game with the rune equipped. Next is the data log here and the lever right here. The map is hidden right next to this cute Jehovah's Witnesses meeting place. Also, at this point I was able to get my pistol upgraded to its limit, meaning we can start working on this sweet weapon mastery. To get it, we'll need to get 15 charged headshots. I would recommend doing it as fast as possible, since demons get much stronger later on. Well, at least they were too tough for me. Man, now I feel like a loser. This person is pretty awesome. Anyway, right before this Gore Nest is another hidden drag addict. After dealing with the Gore Nest, walk into the room before the first Argent filter to find another data log. Next, visit this room to find our next Argent cell. Now, go down here and get another weapon mode of your choice. Now, follow the cliff all the way to this corridor to find another victim of demonic brutality. Now, let's get the automap hidden here behind the broken door. Left to the next Argent filter is another data log. Now, walk out through the back door of this room to find another secret containing my favorite Superman's cousin, the Super Shotgun. Next is another drone found in this building along with a brand new data log. After getting it, use this thick ledge to add another cute action figure to your collection. After dealing with the nearby Gore Nest, we can get to the upper part of the main building here, where we can find another rune challenge. I don't really have anything worth saying here, so instead I'll just use my personal motivation mix.
Stay focused, stay committed. 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 Stay focused, stay committed.
It will give you strength, help you on your journey, if you can withstand the power surge.
Now it's time to get the stage's leftovers. First is this party animal, located up here on the road to the room where the blue keycards are made. The last secret is another marine toy, located here. We could have gotten it sooner, but I wanted to keep you in suspense. With that said, destroy the last Argent filter, piss off Samuel to hear more of his sexy voice, you will be mine one day, sweet prince, and move on to the game's next challenge, Argent Energy Tower. First, turn left, kill everything that moves, get back to playing the game and defeat the demons. Walk into the locker room and get the data log lying here. Next, get the frost boots to reach the next room challenge. This is another easy one, as we just need to murder some unwillings with literally the best weapon in the game. Though I would recommend choosing the same path as me, since you're given a pretty strict time limit. Do a precise jump here and follow these few platforms to get to another Argent cell. Now we can focus on completing the stage's first challenge, the Chiropractor, or however you pronounce that. When getting through this bridge, you'll encounter a bunch of imps you'll probably want to use to take care of the challenge. Though be very careful, the architect responsible for this bridge really screwed up his job. If you don't like falling down bottomless pits, don't worry, we'll still have a lot of opportunities to glory kill imps. After taking care of the naughty rascals, get up on this roof, jump to the other side of the bridge, and go up the stairs to find a room with some possessed and a bridge leading to, well, another room, this one full of goodies including a data lock and a brand new drone. At the end of the bridge, jump down here to find another hangover victim. In the room after the bridge, there's an auto map, a data lock, and the wicked stench of Olivia Pierce. After that we get a challenge Christmas, as the next fight features a bunch of imps with particularly breakable jaws and a quad damage power up, which just so happens we need to complete the second challenge. If you struggle with getting 15 kills, remember, you can kill yourself and your kills will save, so our old good strategy of killing ourselves still works miracles. Fortunately, you don't need to resort to it since there's one more quad damage in the stage. Next, get here and look behind to find another Praetor token. This here anti-gravitational work of art is actually just another data lock, and just a few steps, and jumps, and some more jumps and steps. Okay, a lot of steps later, you'll find another UAC figure. Next is another fight with our old friend, Quad Damage, who help us take care of some unfinished business. Challenge. After getting up here, look under this pillar thingy to get another cutesy toy. After another big fight, go along the main path to find next Argent cell in the corner of the room. Now, ride the vehicle on the opposite side to the room with a switch to find another lever. Now ride the thingy back and wait for it to move out of your way to get to the next stage of our favorite Wolfenstein game. Also, on our road to victory there are a few lost imps with very fragile jaws, if you still feel like glory killing. Here we can get another easy rune by carefully blowing up some unwillings with explosive barrels. Keyword? Care... I ran out of time. Well, that's embarrassing. Hey look, behind this pillar there's a bigger loser than me, haha! Forget about mistakes, this guy is dead, he's pathetic, certainly more pathetic than me. He died protecting his family like a hero, a warrior, a true patriot, and I ran out of time in a video game. Goodbye, cruel world. I am a failure. I ran out of time like a little pathetic loser who doesn't know how to manage his time properly. Don't cry, friends. My road has finally reached its end. Oh, look, a secret. Anyway, let's get back to dying. Now, for some reason, instead of going to Weebo Purgatory High School, it seems I went to Hell. More specifically, to Cadignir Sanctum. Guess I'll do what I always do and 100% everything that isn't glued to the floor. Also, at this point I've been able to upgrade my super shotgun so much, Team Rocket appeared. Huh, never thought I'd see so many familiar faces in Hell. Anyway, we'll need to kill 2 demons with one super shotgun shot 30 times. I would recommend using Unwillings and Possessed to achieve this goal, since killing 2 creatures with one shot is way harder than it seems. Anyway, on your merry walk through Hell, don't forget the first secret hiding right here. Now, let's talk about this stage's challenges. Killing demons while using power-ups shouldn't give you too much trouble, since there are 6 different fights that allow us to use set power-ups, and it just so happens the next big brawl is one of them. Before leaving this area, don't forget getting this sweet little rune. This challenge is another easy one. Just kill every imp that does not require you to backtrack, cause mercy is for weaklings. After opening this door with a yellow skull, you'll find our first Doomslayer testament and the victim of its long and boring talk. Next fight features some Hellraisers to use in order to complete our next weapon point challenge. Unfortunately, it also features over 9,000 other demons to take care of. Before you'll ask, no, I did not find any relatively safe place to glory kill those guys, but there is one lone Hellraiser here if you feel like killing yourself 3 times to get those easy kills. Also, keep in mind that by attack right leg, the game means duck, target right leg, stand right next to the demon, not behind or in front, and then do the finisher. If you want to glory kill them right now, I would recommend either killing all other enemies before tackling our favorite laser boys, or luring them here to break their legs in peace and serenity. Also, about this point I was able to fully upgrade my vacuum rune, which means I started working on the next one. Dazed and Confused requires us to do 25 death from above glory kills. Just keep in mind to perform as much airborne glory kills as possible when having this rune equipped. Before getting through this portal, turn right to fight another free action figure. After putting the blue skull where it belongs, you'll be rewarded with another free argent cell and a thick new husbando to make those lonely nights brighter. And if you're not into mancuboses, here's one free Hellraiser to glory kill. Look how happy this guy is about it. Before proceeding, you might want to pick up this sweet baby hidden in these cliff sides. After another big battle, take the automat hidden here, get up here to get our next marine toy, and finally punch a drone in the face to get another weapon mode. Don't forget the data log. If you feel like sleeping, you can also get the next Slayer Testament in data log. And if you're a major meanie, steal a token from the guy napping here. Just don't let the Hell Police catch you. After dealing with the game's first group of Hell Barons, you might notice this sweet lever leading us to yet another entry in John Carmack's diary. Here is another data log, and just a few steps further our next Slayer Testament. To get the next rune, you'll first need to get rid of all the demons in this Rocks and Chains area. Then, go back here and interact with the stone to face your next challenge. To complete it, use the stairs and double jumping to your advantage. After coming here, you might smell another anonymous alcoholic nearby. Grab every valuable thing he has like a compassionate human being you are and leave him to his fate. The last thing before getting back to the world of the living is getting this data log, and we're off to the next stage. Since our short trip to Hell just ended, it's time to 100% Argent Facility again. I leave a stage for 5 minutes and it immediately refills with all the collectibles. Lovely. Well, at least we get a free data log. I won't talk too much about the challenges here, since they're pretty easy to complete. Just don't forget to cut demons with your chainsaw. The hardest one is killing a revenant in mid-air. If you struggle with this one, I recommend using Lock and Burst. Down here is our first secret of another toy, and up here behind those boxes is another lever. And in the middle is another pixel heaven. Remember, always look behind you to find creepy drunken dudes. Important life lessons I learned from experience. Get the data log in this room and proceed with the story up to this point. Get the rune stone on top of this cliff. The challenge proved to be extremely easy to me, so instead of talking about it, let's focus on jumping to our death. Or let's get the Praetor token here. You could technically jump there from here, but I thought it would be cooler to do a dive jump. After taking care of our first pinkies, grab the automat and data log from the room said demons came from. Up here you can snag another Praetor token from this guy's Hold the Dead chest. After killing all of the demons here, we can snag another data log before the next Gorn. Destroy it and press the switch to change the frame's position and use it to get another weapon mode. Down here you can find our next runestone. Despite critical health levels, it's still pretty easy to complete, just be very careful with the Hell Knife. At this point I decided to finally complete the bottomless rocket weapon mastery. Stuff the weaklings with as many rockets as possible and you can officially call yourself a bottomless missiles master. Don't forget to get the data log from under this ship. Also take the Argent cell located on this cliff. While this old married couple argues, steal their action figure hidden up here. Before finishing the stage, get its last Praetor token. Now it's time to take care of the Advanced Research Complex. The only challenge worth mentioning in this stage is the bottle opener. Just leave a few lone possessed and use the pistol to do what the game demands. You can find a few of them right after the first Mancubus, alongside the secret with the non-possessed guy and an automap. I, however, decided to use these guys to upgrade the Heated Core weapon mastery, since there's quite a few of them all up to this room. Get a data log and move on to the best moment in the game, the Doomslayer entering a girl's room for the first time. Oh look, you can see Samuel blush like a cute little tsundere he is. After you're done picking, grab the next data log to learn Samuel's tragic backstory, get the Praetor token of another Samuel admirer, and deal with the next Gornest. It's time for another collectible extravaganza. First, press the switch and go through these doors to find another rune trial. This one is pretty challenging. Keep in mind that though you can't run without killing demons, you can still jump to avoid their shots. Other than that, try to play this one aggressive. I would recommend going into this corner first, since it seems this is where most of the demons spawn. Now to get these few secrets, we'll need to play this Super Mario style. First, jump here and get to these pipes to find the UAC toy. Now getting to this lever is extremely hard. You can either try climbing here using these thin ledges, or save the haste power-up from the previous fight to be able to jump here like a normal player. When getting back, pick up the Argent Cell and sidetrack to get the secret power orb and kill a hungry crocodile. Now get back to where the gore nest was to find the next Wolfenstein stage. After getting into the complex the stage was named after, press the button here to stop the fan and get another weapon mode. Hidden in this room is another dead bomb with a free Predator token. This part features another collectible hidden in this vent and another 2 data locks. One found here and the other one here. After taking this man's better half and opening the BFG room, you'll eventually end up down here on the road to our final secret, which happens to be the next runestone. Another easy one, just keep in mind you're supposed to weaken the imps, not kill them, so use the pistol's rapid shots instead of charged ones. Next, Lazarus Labs. All of the challenges here are a bit more complicated than what we are used to. Fortunately, you can easily nail all of them with the right planning. First, let's talk about one particular one we got, the in-flight mobility. To upgrade, we need to kill enough demons mid-air, which might seem hard, but the game counts glory kills initiated from the air, which basically means even more airborne glory killing. Now get the free data lock here and, unlike me, use the first possessed soldier here to help yourself with the challenge. Also keep in mind to fix this elevator and kill the imps to get all the weapon points in the stage. Next, get to this vent to acquire the next secret. You can use these few possessed soldiers here to get more kills for the challenge. Also, to complete the Thread a Needle challenge, use the BFG to kill as many demons as possible. You can do it at any point in the stage, but right here is some BFG ammo if you know what I mean. In this vent we can steal not only a Predator token, but also a data lock from this guy. Good thing he's already dead. On our main story path, we can punch another drone in the face. This room is very helpful in a few different ways. First, you can use these possessed for our weapon masteries, in my case the ultimate pulling, glory kill these possessed soldiers for the challenge, and get another data lock. And, as a cherry on top, get into this vent to find this stasis automat. Now you will probably come across this locked door. Do the adult thing and punch the floor in a rage to solve this problem and get this sweet new room. This trial proved to be the hardest for me, taking me quite some time to complete. Here's what worked for me. Start by quickly killing the 2 possessed soldiers and quickly get into this corner. Defeat the Cacodemon and get back to the upper platform. After dealing with the Hell Knights, try to bait the Spectres to ram into a pillar and then shoot them from a safe distance. With some practice, you should be able to ace this trial in one swift round. Now upgrading this room is a bit difficult, since it requires us to max out our armor rating 12 times, and trust me, it's easier said than done. There are 2 easy ways to do it, however. First is to use the Argent Cells and Power Orbs to, well, as you might have guessed, maxed out our armor. The second method is a bit different. See, once you've maxed out your armor and you still have some of that green goodness lying around, you can damage yourself a bit with a frag grenade and then max out your armor again. Sure, it's a bit desperate, but we're nearing the end of the game and we don't have that many stages left to grind our runes. This corridor features 4 different possessed soldiers to glory kill, so you should easily complete at least one challenge at this point. After dealing with another bunch of demons, open this door to find another fallen warrior. Do the honorable thing and steal his token. Next group of demons, next secret behind these sculptures. Don't forget to pick up the toy and the power orb. In this room there's another toy hidden in the wall. Don't be a doom guy and instead of lasting it, press R3 like a gentle guy. Now pick up the data lock, mash some buttons, get the Argent Cell and, most importantly, play the game of Demon Destruction. Get the high score and send me a screenshot, it's very important. I need to prove to the world I'm the best Demon Destruction player. Use the suckers in the church as target practice to upgrade your weapon. Oh wait, I mean in the game, not in the real life. Huh. Well, get down here to find another proof that churches are boring to death. Or that demons can easily kill you. It's a matter of your interpretation. Next, pull this lever to unlock yet another time door to the 90s. If you still struggle with the Glory Kill challenge, you can find a few possessed soldiers here. Just keep in mind they have a pet Pinky with them. On the other hand, here are some possessed soldiers without any pets, so feel free to play with them even if you're allergic to Pinkies. Get through yet another event to find the game's last rune trial and the guy who clearly failed it. As you might expect from a trial with a dead guy near it, this one's pretty hard. Kill the two weaker demons before tackling the Cacodemon, then quickly get here, kill the imp and deal with the Hell Knight. Protect this position to the very end and you should be able to clear the very last trial in the game. Other than this data lock, this is also the last collectible in the stage, so all that's left is saying no to Cyber Demon bullying and moving on to the next stage, Titan's Realm. This level greets us with another Slayer Testament we can listen to if we truly hate ourselves. And if you like listening to Slayer Testaments and still want to torture yourself, you can always try to complete this level's challenges. The first one has us killing a lost soul with another one of its kin, which sounds way easier than it is. I would recommend a carefully timed shot with Super Shotgun in this section, but you can also complete this challenge by pure frickin' luck. Speaking of luck, press the skull switch to unlock the door to a guy who clearly lacked it. In the next section are a few free unwillings you can use for weapon upgrades, as well as another drone. But to get it, you'll need to first clear the area of all the enemies after pressing the skull switch. Then, just go here and get your new weapon mode. Keep in mind to kill as many enemies while using the power-up here to get closer to completing the next challenge. You can also find a power-up in the next fight. But, more importantly, there is also a Baron of Hell here. To get the glory kill you want, you'll need to use the stairs or a trampoline, since Barons of Hell aren't exactly known for their small size. Before going to the portal, get the next UAC toy hidden here. After you'll give into the temptation and jump into the green translocator, pick up the map and get up here to collect the stage's second toy. After stealing the yellow skull, you should find yourself in this section. Get here to find another 3 unwillings, a switch, and some guy allergic to acid. After taking out the demon trash, the door should open to this data lock and another Argent cell. After getting the blue skull, you'll get another chance to take out the Hell Barons with a death from above glory kill if, like me, you failed the first time. Now use this lever to open the door to the hell that is the 90s, all the way back here. After going through the next portal, listen to another Slayer Testament. Before going through this door, sidetrack to get the last secret. All that's left is to pick up the last data lock using your last chance to glory kill a Hell Baron from above, and move on to the next level. The Necropolis is yet another stage that has some pretty difficult challenges. The first one has us killing a Mancubus with a pistol, which we'll do by first staggering it and then using a charged headshot. Or at least we'll try anyway. The point is to use the pistol right after staggering the Mancubus. The other hard challenge here is to kill 10 enemies with explosive barrels. It doesn't seem too hard, but this stage doesn't have too many barrels and the enemies choose quality over quantity this time, meaning we'll need to use every possible chance to use the barrels. First place we can use to do it is here, right after the first data lock. I used the enemies here to upgrade the weapon like an idiot, but you don't need to repeat my mistakes. Get the Slayer Testament and the last Argent cell in the game. Here we have another barrels we can use on weaklings, then proceed here to our very best place to blow up some demons. Also we can use the BFG here to kill 2 Cacodemons, acing our next challenge. And if you really want to kill 3 demons with 1 stone, use the Mancubus here and take care of the stage's last challenge. If you think that's all we have to get in this room, well, you're wrong. We can still pull this lever and get the automap. Get back here to find the next secret area here. After putting both skulls in their place and dealing with the demons, get the Slayer Testament down this hall and get down here. This place is a perfect spot to upgrade the Siege Mode Mastery. Just saying. Oh, and you'll even get a cute toy as a prize. You can find another Praetor token after the Mancubus here and the very last drone in the game right after. The last 2 things to do in this stage is robbing another dead man and shooting a giant skull in the face. Nothing out of the ordinary. It's time for the Vega Central Processing. Let's start out by getting this data lock, getting outside and find the one guy who didn't wear his jacket like his mama said. Behind this door is another cool toy and a bunch of imps we can use to complete the very first challenge in this stage. Be careful, however, this area makes fighting them pretty dangerous. Next, you'll come across this fight, giving you a nice chance to kill a Cacodemon with a chainsaw. Right after this fight are some more free enemies to upgrade your weapons. You might want to take care of the last challenge here, but it might be kinda hard to do because of the possessed shield guy's official name, engineers and pinkies. In this room we can get the automap, and in this room you can get your butt handed to you. Just kidding, there's a data lock and event here to get to another secret area with some decent possibility for triple frag grenade kills. Get the blue keycard to open this door, where you'll find another Praetor token, a lever opening the door to this sweet little room, and a hole you can fall into to find another action figure. See, kids, what us adults have to go through to get all these cool toys for you? In this room, you can get a serious beating and a data lock. Life is hard sometimes. Also, I used this fight to do the frag grenade challenge. Here, you'll have your last chance to gently treat a cocodemon with a chainsaw. Now get under this elevator to find our very last Praetor token in the game. Before leaving the stage, get the data lock next to Vega and move on to the game's very last stage, Argent Denor. Denar? Well, however you pronounce it. Side note, since we're about to tackle the last stage in the game, you might want to upgrade all the runes and weapons you still need to take care of. Unless you need specific enemies, I would recommend doing this in the first stage, the UAC. If you need Hell Knights, you can find them in the Foundry. The summoners are a bit more rare, but I think you can find a few in the Argent facility. Fortunately, all the challenges in the last stage are extremely easy to complete. We're gonna get the secrets either way, and the rest is just shooting demons with BFG. The first secret requires us to press the skull switch and get back here to read what we saw. You also might want to get the armor here and kill the demons polluting the area. It's technically no secret, but I thought it was worth noting. Next is the automap here and this secret path, leading to a power orb. Next, press the skull switch found near the first rave and go here to find the secret. Now inside this secret path, you'll find the secret lever that unlocks a secret door leading to a secret room. Now that's a lot of secrets, huh? After dealing with more demon losers, take the toy hidden under these broken stairs. After proceeding with the story, you should find yourself in this corridor. Just press the skull switch found here and backtrack a few steps to find the next secret. Before getting the last rave, you'll have your last chance to score the double kill on the Barons of Hell with BFG. Now just deal with the mother brain here to get your very last action figure, and congratulations! You have officially 100%ed Doom. Special thank you to everyone who watched this weird video up to this point. As you might have expected, I highly recommend 100%ing this game to everyone, even if you're usually not into this kind of completionist stuff. Not only does it force you to play a bit outside of your comfort zone by requiring you to use every rune and weapon mod in the game, you also get a chance to experience all the cool Easter eggs hidden by the developers. And besides, you won't really feel like the Doom Slayer unless you're massively overpowered in the endgame, am I right? Next time on How to 100%, we'll tackle this game's hardest challenge by losing all our sanity and attempting the legendary Ultra Nightmare mode to truly suck everything this game has to offer. Until then, I wish you a fantastic day and kindly ask that you'll keep being the awesome people that you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a hype train I need to cut. See ya!